Hello!
And welcome to In-Game Chat for Saturday, November 26, 2016. It is Season 10, Episode number 47. I'm Scott.
I'm RJ.
And I'm Matt.
And welcome to the show, everybody. If you'd like to get in touch with us, our phone number is 334-272-9228. Check out ingamechat.net for all the links to get in touch with us. Let's see, you can find us on Twitter at In-Game Chat. You can also find us on Facebook, same name. You can email us, everyone, at ingamechat.net. We are streaming right now on video. We're also streaming audio, by the way, if you go to the radio station's website, Newstalk 93.1 FM. You can listen to us live there. But we are streaming the video at Twitch. Head over to twitch.tv. Up in the top of the page there, you'll see a block where you can type in...
Top of the doobly-doo?
Yeah, the doobly-doo. You can type in a thing, and... you can find us. Yeah, just type in-game chat, and you will be able to watch us and chat in the chat room live while we broadcast. So, welcome to the show, and before we go any further, I keep forgetting to do this. Let me turn the music down. There we go. Get back into the show proper. I have to do this for video editing purposes later. So, there we go. That will help. And thank you, basically, who says, don't forget to clap, Scott. I saw that after I clapped, so great minds. Welcome to the show.
I just figured you're just starting a slow clap here.
No, yeah, very, very slow clap. The next one's coming in the next hour. But welcome, everybody, to the show. Happy Thanksgiving to those who were celebrating it. Happy Black Friday to those who took part in that. And happy Saturday after Black Friday, the long weekend. Hopefully most of you got to enjoy. Some of you work in retail. Some of you work in other types of jobs that prevent you from having this time off. We talked about this last week. So whatever your job may be, appreciate you guys listening. We do appreciate it. I used to work in movie theater, so yeah, always had to pull a shift on the holiday, Thanksgiving and Christmas, both.
I remember those
New
days.
Year's. And by the way, for those out-of-towners, massive football game going on today, actually during our show.
So if we seem distracted...
I'm not actually distracted by it. It's one of those things where, for those of you who are listening who do know about this, right now is a perfect time to go run some errands. hit up stores, go to a movie, whatever the case. Perfect time to go do that because there's nobody around.
I was thinking about adjusting my camera to show the game instead of me. Far more interesting.
Oh, no. Actually, yeah, it did become a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Yeah, it did become a little more interesting. But that is not why we're here. We're here to talk about video games and any other thing you want to talk about. By the way, if you do want to talk about anything, give us a call, 334-272-9228. 334-272-9228. We're going to go over we're going to go over our Black Friday hauls, which apparently only RJ and myself had. Matt, I believe, had none. Is this correct?
That's correct.
Biggest surprise, by the way, and I haven't played anything. I played no games. No, I take that back. I played Titanfall 2. And we'll get into that because that Black Friday started
Thursday.
Not really.
Really? I thought there were
some really great deals happened on Tuesday when I picked up Titanfall. Some really great deals happened. I guess it was Tuesday. Yes, it was. Yes?
I don't know. I think it was Wednesday. You were blowing up my phone like at 1 in the morning with your, oh my gosh, here's a deal.
Or
Here's
was that
another
the
deal.
day before? I didn't know when I got that. I'll have to look at the. I'll have to look at the G chat that we have because I know I was like, oh here, because I was blowing up our.
Yeah,
our,
like 1 in the morning. I'm like, just as I get to sleep, like that peacefulness and bling. I'm like,
no,
oh,
man,
goodness.
that's when it started, dude. That's when it
yeah,
started.
trust me, I know.
Yeah, that's exactly when it started. I'm trying to scroll through, and try and go far back as I can, to see where I grabbed this. Stupid NES Classic Edition. Nobody had that on sale.
No.
That was not on sale anywhere
Of course
during
not.
Black Friday. I thought it would be.
No, of course not.
Is it even in stock again?
No.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I thought that, there's some stock would happen. I didn't think it was going to be like easy to get.
Yeah.
I think it's too popular to make it going on sale for Black Friday. That would be too much of a loss. They'd clean it up that way.
Yeah. A system that came out in '86. Why? That still cracks me up.
This was November 18th. So what day was that? Was that before last week's show? That was before last week's show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't I talk? Did I not talk about this?
We talked about a bunch of Black Friday sales, so yeah.
I must not have said anything about. I don't remember talking about this. Titanfall 2 was on a daily deal at Best Buy. It was their daily deal. It was down to 30 some odd bucks.
Yeah, ridiculous cheap.
And then with the Gamers Club membership, it knocked it down to $26.
Yeah.
And so I grabbed it. I grabbed a copy. Actually, it was.
I think. You sure we didn't talk about that last week?
I don't know.
I think we did.
Maybe we did.
We were talking. I remember us saying that it's a new game and it's already.
Because it was gonna be. We did do Black Friday stuff, and Walmart was gonna have it for $27.
Yeah.
For Black Friday, I was getting it for just some change under that Black Friday price, and it looked like it was online only, but there were reports of people being able to go into the store and have them price match their website, which they gladly do.
Yeah.
And so I was able to get that price matched, and I was able to get it in store rather than wait for it to get shipped. And so I got that there. Yeah, so really it started then for me, and it has been going ever since. Because as I start from November 18th and scroll down, and when I walked in there, I saw everything was like nice and ready for Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fantastic to go through. I'm still looking through some of these things here.
I tend to run the problem that I've been having the past year or two with my Steam account whenever they do the super big Steam sales, is that I already have so many games that normally I would want on sale that I got on sale. So it's like all right, here's crazy sales, and I'm like, I already got all this stuff,
Honestly, their sales aren't what they used to be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I don't necessarily mean that in just like the aesthetic, the way the web page is, or the web page, the way the storefront's laid out, because the daily deals aren't there anymore, all that great stuff. The prices aren't as low as they used to be.
Yeah, those crazy sales.
Yeah, man. And I think Valve, and Valve's like, I think the only one who could probably take their catalog and say, here it is for $1 or something, if they wanted to do that. Although most people have those games that Valve.
Back when they did that.
Yeah. You see they're doing the Steam Awards?
Yeah. I saw that. I like the one for Half-Life Episode 2.
That's the write-in award.
Yep.
You can suggest your own award, and apparently Half-Life Episode 2 is getting the most write-ins for game that most needs a sequel.
The one that I saw was a game that the developers have already moved on, and you're never going to see a sequel of. Mm-hmm. Because
the point of it being was that everybody was pointing to Valve, saying, "Look, we want a third one. Get on this," type of thing.
But they've been saying that for how long?
What did I nominate? I nominated Just One More Turn. Okay. Sounds like Civ 6, right?
Yeah.
But I gave it to City Skylines.
Okay.
Even though it's not turn-based, there was still that. There's always that sense of, let me just.
I can do a little bit more.
Let me just do one more thing over here. Let me just do one.
Let me just upgrade this building.
Yeah, and that's what it turned into. Did you nominate any games? I'm wondering if it'll show me on the Steam app. What? I gotta log in? Jeez. I don't want to do that because I don't know my password. Well, I don't want to try and figure out my password while we're doing the show. So, what else did I nominate? I nominated Portal.
You should just talk about your password. What do you think it is? Is it this?
Portal got the one where it's like the Blow Your Mind Award or whatever was, one of the really cool things. Walking Dead Season 1 got the There's Something in My Eye award.
Yeah.
Or at least got my nomination for that. I can't remember what else I gave awards to. I'd have to go back and look. Civ 6 did get an award, get a nomination. I can't remember what I gave it. And then I gave Dangerous Golf my write-in award.
Okay.
For utter chaos. So
fitting.
Yes.
Yeah. Very.
Yeah. So we'll see how this all shakes out, or whatever they're going to do with that. I did not buy anything off the Steam sale. Of course, I'm waiting for their holiday sale, honestly. Although some things I didn't need to buy, and we'll get to that. Let's start with what happened on Tuesday. This is going into my Black Friday haul. Tuesday, Division was $10 on Amazon. The PC version. Actually, the PC console and console version were $10.
Because 1.5 patch came out Tuesday too.
Yeah.
I don't know if it hand in hand, but it just so happens.
Well, Amazon was doing a sale on it, and this was at 11:44 a.m. I sent this note to you guys in the thing. And then there was a Black Friday sale on the PSN store, and I'll get to those, what I picked up there. Star Wars Battlefront was $8 plus whatever the 10% takes off, which was like $6.74, which was fantastic. I get into the store at 4 in the afternoon to Best Buy, ready to price match Amazon, and they're not selling the PC copy at $10 anymore. They're only doing the consoles. So I go home about an hour later. In fact, I say it right here. That was at 4:18, and then at 6:24, I said I looked at I was at home and I looked at the stock, and Amazon had it back in stock, and I said, okay, I'm driving back up there. I was like, nope, I'm going back up there. I do not care. I'm going back up there. $10 for this game, I'll take it. Nate was trying to get me trying to get a copy from me as well. They only had one copy in the store, but they did have a copy. It did stay at 10, so I got Division for $10. I'm currently trying to get the DLC for $15.
The season pass?
The season pass.
Okay. For 15?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
At the UB shop thing. Right now it's on sale for $20 for the season pass.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But you can get it.
I already got it.
Oh, you already bought it. Oh, okay.
For more than 20.
When did you buy it?
How much more than $20?
You probably paid 30, right? 40?
30.
Yeah.
Okay.
See,
I have to remind myself we're going over the air, or else I'm going to start cussing.
Yeah, well, I got a
Frigga.
We got a break. We got a break.
No,
I got a button over here.
I don't want to dump it for me, but
anyway.
No, I got it for 31, I think, from Green Man Gaming.
Mm-hmm.
They had a deal for that, and then Kevin and Jeremy both have the second DLC, Survival.
Yeah.
They didn't get the season pass, so they don't have.
They just bought the second DLC.
Yeah.
Is it? Well, how does that work? If you don't have the DLC, you can't do certain missions.
There are certain areas
that you can't go into. Okay.
And incursions, which is like their best word works as a 4-man fire squad, fire team that you go into an area and everything like the incursions are blocked off by the DLC. So if you have the underground, you get the underground incursion. If you have survival, you get the survival incursion. And inside of your base of operation or your BOO, there's a little in the back of it. There's an area where there's the underground, and that's the entrance for that, or the entrance for survival. And if you don't have the DLC, then you can't go into either one of those.
Well,
but yeah.
I'm working on that right now.
It's worth it.
It's selling for $20, but there's a.
Is it where if you have the 100 U points, you get it for the...
No, that's what I'm trying to get to stack onto it.
Okay.
I've tried to get the 100 U points to turn in for the 20% off thing.
Yeah.
It's giving me an error. And my cart's empty, so I'm not trying to stack it with anything.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get the 20% off thing. And the description of the DLC says that it'll work on that product.
Yeah.
But so far I can't get. That's what I was trying to do before the show. So when I get home tonight, I'll keep trying to make this happen so I can get it for 15. If I can't, then I'll probably grab it for 20 anyway.
Like I said, I got it.
You get 3 different expansions.
Yeah.
So
I haven't done the underground yet. James and I did the survival, and after we got done with that, we're like, okay, yeah, we need to get the other guys on this because that is a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, I'm looking to possibly get in there, but yeah, do you play with mouse and keyboard? Or do you play with controller on this thing?
I am the one that plays with the controller.
Okay.
All the other guys play with the mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
It's just easier for me in my setup just to have.
That's perfectly fine. I was actually curious because I only tried this game out on PS4. I think I demoed it on PC during one of their betas, but I actually played the game on PS4 and did a lot of that with the controller. So I was kind of curious what you guys were doing on PC with it. Yeah,
since I have the Xbox Elite, I got the little the pads on the back, so I have those kind of set up where if I press one, it does one action. I have it sort of like my Division setting, and then everything.
I was able to get that copy. I got it installed and everything. So
good. I'm telling you, if you want to get on it, your Uplay name should be the same, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to get. I mean, with the rest of us, like when Jeremy and Kevin got into it, James and I, we'd already had a level 30 character, and so we were able to just like basically power level them up to 30.
Yeah. Then on Wednesday, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare Legacy Edition, the one that comes with the Modern Warfare Remastered, was $45 at Best Buy with Gamers Club Unlocked. $45 for a game for a COD game that came out a week ago, 2 weeks ago. It's unreal. That is unreal to see that drop. And in fact, I wrote in our chat. I said, just as comparison, Black Ops 3, which I think was the game that came out last year or 2 years ago.
I think around there. Was when last year Advanced Warfare?
It might have been.
I don't know.
Regardless,
they all run together.
Regardless, it was either a year or 2 years further.
Yeah.
A copy of that game, brand new, was still higher priced than the COD Infinite Warfare Legacy Edition that Best Buy had.
Yeah.
With my Gamers Club Unlocked, it was still a higher price. Even if you took that down, even if you took the price of Black Ops 3 down with my Gamers Club Unlocked, it still did not go below what the brand new one was. So.
I wonder if people are just a little bit fatigued by it, or...
I don't know, so I got it. I picked it up.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, $45. That was a really good deal for 2 games.
Yeah. Only one of them I'm really interested in, though.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, maybe the single player and the Infinite Warfare. I don't know.
Well, I went nuts on games this year, by the way. I normally go nuts on Blu-rays and stuff, but I went nuts on video games.
Oh. Did you pick up any movies?
No.
None.
Very little. I picked up a couple of 4Ks, just because they were so cheap. Even though I don't have a 4K player or a 4K TV, they were cheap. They were like $10.
I was at Target today and they had a 65-inch 4K TV. I think it was like, it wasn't that bad of a price at all. Just a couple hundred.
It should have been at least probably around 5 to 6, I would think. It wouldn't be lower than that, I don't think. 65-inch.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't be lower than that.
I just glanced at the price thinking, wow, that's cheaper than I was expecting, but more than I want to spend right now, so I just kept on walking.
Mm-hmm. But I was like, mulling the TV thing over with, and I finally backed away from it. Because I get the TV, then I have to get consoles.
Yeah.
And then, like the Roku that I've got doesn't do 4K, so then there's other Rokus that do 4K, and then you've got so there's a lot that's going to be involved whenever I upgrade.
You ever have a set time in the month where you in the year where you buy a TV?
There are 2 times. There are set time in the month. There are 2 times in the year.
Yeah.
When you buy a TV, you either do it for Black Friday when normally prices will drop, or you do it around the Super Bowl when they're trying to get rid of inventory. Like Black Friday. So there are a certain number of companies, and they're pretty much all your big ones: Sony, Samsung, LG, and a couple of others, who are a part of a group where their prices in all stores only go down to a certain point. In other words, no store can have a better deal, unless, let's say Samsung and LG says, look, here's our TVs. The lowest you can go on these is $1,500. LG says the lowest you can go on ours is $1,600, something like that. Well, then all stores have to adhere to that. No store, unless it's used, can sell a new TV from those brands for lower than what they set. So you couldn't walk into Target and find a cheaper price than what Best Buy had, unless, of course, they didn't go the full discount.
Right.
Best Buy had a 60%, whereas Target had 70%, even though it was still at that line.
They could still make a little bit of profit, but not go all the way down.
Right. So, but no store's willing to do that on Black Friday.
No.
Yeah, because if you're going to be the one that's higher price, nobody's going to buy it from you. They're just not going to do it. So everybody goes the base that they can go. So the prices at Target were the same prices at Best Buy for those brands of televisions. Some brands of televisions don't belong to that group and can do whatever they want. Also, I'm not necessarily certain that stores can't add incentives on those, where if you buy this TV from us at this price, we'll give you a $100 gift card to our store, something like that. So,
yeah, kind of like what Kohl's did with the Xbox One Slim. It was a $75.
You got a $75 Kohl's Cash.
Kohl's Cash with a purchase of a Xbox One.
Yeah. I went in their store about 8 o'clock, and both Xboxes and PS4s were gone.
Yeah.
Best Buy, however, still had plenty.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine Kohl's would have many consoles.
I don't think of electronics.
Yeah,
you
don't think of Kohl's when it comes to electronics and things like that.
It doesn't work.
Yeah,
it does not work.
Yeah, cookware, housewares, appliances, things like that.
I can't put a pardon the pun. I can't put a target on Kohl's. I can't figure out what they are. I don't know what they are. As far as what they offer.
Yeah.
Because it's a little bit of everything.
Yeah, but it's not like a Walmart or Target where they have like a dedicated. Here's a sizable amount of floor space to electronics.
Yeah.
They don't have like an electronics section. I just mostly see clothes and shoes when I go in there.
Yeah. So yeah, the big sellers outside of the TVs, as far as your gaming stuff is concerned, it's hard to say who won on this one. I think it's probably going to be Xbox.
All right.
Just for the fact that the install base already for PS4 is so big.
Yeah.
That I think Xbox is going to win out on this. I don't know, but that's what I think, and we'll know more in the coming days to figure out who actually won this whole thing. So this is Tuesday. Actually, this is Wednesday now, and I've picked up 3 games basically. Titanfall 2, Infinite Warfare, and what was the other one? Division. So I've already picked up 3 games, not even Thanksgiving yet. And in fact, we're going to take a break so that I can continue the rundown of my haul of all the games that I was able to pick up over the Black Friday season. Hey, if you want to call in with your haul, you can, 334-272-9228, if you have a haul at all. 334-272-9228. We're going to be back with more of In-Game Chat right after these messages. Here's music from Ninja Turtles, the NES edition, which again, no NES classics ever anywhere. I really thought there'd be a surprise of like, hey, we got them in stock. Go ahead, buy them as fast as you can. Be a quick clicker, at Amazon or anywhere. None.
Is this one of the games in the NES Classic?
Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
Nah.
No?
It's not. Which is fine by me. Without a Game Genie, that game is unbeatable.
Near impossible.
Yes. Anyway, we'll be right back with Morning Game Chat right after this. Welcome back to In-Game Chat. That is music from VV.
Ah.
VV.
So V, you say?
I guess, or I don't know.
Just say V.
You have to do that with like a droop eye. I don't know why, but just because that's just how it...
Sure, that's just how it feels.
Yes, that's how it feels. You feel better doing it.
Okay.
When you can just kind of relax. So anyway, welcome back to the show. This is exactly what you get on a Saturday like this.
Yeah.
Anybody hear the creators of that game say the name?
No.
I don't know. You know what I should do? I should go to YouTube and do an interview. You look up interview with devs.
Watch them like
you know what?
pronoun game.
Now I don't care.
Okay.
That name of the game is.
The name of the game from now on is. Thank you, Scott.
Yeah. How do you spell that? Just put a bunch of things together. V's. So anyway, so here we are at 3 games already, and it's not even Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So Wednesday night, I'm staying up. It was, let's see, when did that come through? 11:57 Wednesday night, right before deals start going live, and I was like, okay, deals are going live right now. Dishonored 2 on the consoles was down to $35. Titanfall 2 and Battlefield 1 on the consoles were down to $28. PC was getting no love for any of these.
No. And like Dishonored 2 is definitely what I want to play on the PC.
Then, let's see, Battlefront, this is midnight. There was a great deal on the PS4, the slim model that Amazon had for a little while at midnight. It was Uncharted 4, Fallout 4, and Skyrim Enhanced Edition.
All right.
For like $250.
That's not bad.
There's a lot of game for money for that amount of money.
Yeah, a lot of hours in the game.
Yes. Not a lot of games, but a lot of game.
I mean, probably like the shortest one that you would play would be Uncharted 4, because the other ones you could spend
Oh my God,
hundreds of hours in.
And then what did I hit you up for? Oh yeah, Battlefield 1 PC finally hit $30 at Best Buy. We are now at $12.18 at night.
That's for the Ultimate Edition?
No, Battlefield. It was Battlefield 1.
Battlefield 1.
Then I hit you up and I was like, Matt!
Yeah.
Because we had just talked about this last week. We had talked about the difference between the Battlefront, and this is the Star Wars game.
Yeah.
Star Wars Battlefront Deluxe Edition and the Star Wars Battlefront Ultimate Edition. Deluxe Edition just came with some like pre-order bonuses type stuff. Did not come with DLC, is what we found out. This was for sale for like $10 and was going to be $10 on Black Friday. So this was the one I was thinking of getting.
Yeah, that's for that. No, not worth. That's not worth it unless you have the game.
Yeah, then Best Buy had the Ultimate Edition.
Yeah.
The one that's going to retail for $40 when it releases, or if it may already be out there.
I think it's already out.
Yeah, it was going to be. It's $40. They had it for sale for $20. And I posted that in the chat. And Nate was like, "Does that give a discount?" I said, "No, it doesn't give me a discount." But I went ahead and grabbed it. $20 for the whole thing, all DLC.
Because that should give you the
included.
VR.
I think the VR is going to be a free type of add-on. Because if people have VR, I think that they'll just pick that up. I think that's going to be free.
Okay.
There was, like I said, there's a.
It should give you like Jakku, Bespin.
It's going to give all the DLC.
Yeah.
It's giving me all the DLC, and like I said, the VR part of it though, I think it's going to be done free because they did something for Call of Duty, Infinite Warfare. It was a VR section, and that was free to download without the game. You didn't need the game. It was a free download, so you could experience the VR section of that. So yeah, $20 for Star Wars Battlefront Ultimate Edition. I grabbed that. Oh wow, Nate is saying that it is still on sale, and he just posted a link in the chat room.
Still $20?
Still, I'd imagine so. I'm clicking it. Let's see. I'm going to guess that it is still $20. If it is, that's a fantastic price. Yeah, it is still $20. And if my GCU kicks in here, which it didn't, I'm guessing because this still counts as a Black Friday weekend. I'm adding it to my cart. I want to see if it drops any further. Let's see what happens here. If it drops any further, I'll tell you. No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah, but it is on sale for $20, regular $40. You can get it for $19.99 right now at Best Buy. And that is the whole thing, man. That is everything that they're going to... Yeah, so really fantastic deal. Let's just see. Go there, do that. All right, where are we at now? We're at 12:54 a.m. The Dishonored 2 PC version drops to $34. Then there was a weird thing that happened. Final Fantasy 15, which isn't actually out yet.
That game seems so weird.
I know.
Even for a Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy 15 from the Microsoft Store, it was an Xbox One copy, was $35. They were selling it for $35. And that I thought that was a pretty big discount for a game that's not even out yet. That's very strange.
Yeah.
And so I grabbed a copy. They're going to send it to me, I guess, at some point.
I didn't figure you as a Final Fantasy guy.
I've been curious about this one since all the hype and stuff. And I'm probably buying into the hype, but we'll see. I don't know.
Maybe this one seems so different from the previous. That might be the thing that you need.
Well, I found an article, and I've got it. I don't have it open on this laptop, but I've got it open on my computer running the video feed right here.
Yeah.
From GameSpot or some other website that says, should Final Fantasy 15 be your first entry into the series? And I'm going to read through that and see what all that has to say about it and how that goes. Because it kind of will be, even though I've played around with a couple of them here and there, but I'm kind of curious about this one. And just for $35 on a new game, I just did not want. I was like, it's too good. It's too good. So I picked up that, and I also picked up Recore.
Okay.
Which came out in September. They were selling the digital version of that for $15. So I grabbed that.
I've heard mixed bags about that one.
I heard some mixed bags, but for $15, I'll give you a shot. So remember, my haul this year was more games than it was anything else. What else did I have?
There's one I was curious about that I saw you playing that I didn't know if you'd already had or if you finally picked up.
You saw me playing?
Yeah.
What'd you see me play?
I thought I saw you playing Hitman.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
That comes later in the... So far, we're still early Thursday morning. This is probably Chris. I'm going to guess that that's Chris. He's probably he probably wants to talk about Final Fantasy 15, so let's bring him on real quick. Hey, Chris.
Well, a little bit, but before you start playing it, Square has released some anime series that talks about the character details and their interactions, and how they. Is that
Kingsglaive?
No, Kingsglaive is the new cinematic movie, but there's an actually anime called Brotherhood that refers to the interaction and the background between the four characters.
Okay.
And then Kingsglaive carries you up to exactly what's going on, and puts you right at the beginning of what's happening in Final Fantasy 15. So if you don't watch those, you're pretty much not going to understand what's going on in the game. But the stuff in Kingsglaive is happening.
I don't necessarily know that any of that's going to help me.
Yeah, that'll help a little bit.
That's just Final Fantasy, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just don't know what's going on.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to help me at all for Final Fantasy, but it was just too good of a price for me to pass up on. And I know you got the big, special, limited, huge thing edition. And whenever you get that in, which I'm hoping will be this week for you.
Yeah, it should be on the release date, from what the email said. It should be pretty soon. Should be for next week.
Yeah, you hit me up on Facebook whenever you get that in, so that you can. So we'll arrange a collector's edition episode and come in with a bunch of our stuff.
Yep.
And you can bring in those consoles and those other games, and we'll do one of those. But yeah, let me know when that comes in, and we'll get you set up.
But also, that big collector's edition has a Blu-ray copy of the Brotherhood, the complete series, and the Kingsglaive, which is the movie they made for it as well, with the game and everything else.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, the only thing that interests me out of that thing is the Steelbook. That's all that's ever interested me in that is the Steelbook. So.
Yeah, I didn't get any games over the weekend and all, but I did find about 4 or 5 movies, and I found a live-action movie from the Attack on Titan after the anime series, one of the live-action ones that they just released. I didn't even know it was out, so I grabbed a few of those and saw that and grabbed it at Best Buy.
Oh, okay. Nice. Good job. Yeah, I'm still going through my haul. I mean, this is not even... I haven't even gone to sleep yet before Thursday, and I'm still... And the deals are just rolling in. Because no sooner than I had posted about Dishonored 2's PC version, but the collector's edition that comes with the mask had been knocked down to like $56.
What?
I paid $100 for that thing.
Is it still?
Let me click on...
If it's still available.
I don't think so. I think it was like a deal of the day. So I'm clicking on this real quick. I tell you what, Chris, thanks for calling in, man. Did you have anything else you wanted to talk about?
That's pretty much it. Y'all have a good day.
You too, man.
Take care.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so I'm opening this up. Matt, it is still on sale. I can get it for $60 with my Gamers Club unlocked.
Time to work a deal.
Regularly $100. I can get it for $60 with Gamers Club unlocked.
Nice looking map. You need to bring it in.
Well, I mean, I am.
Yeah.
But
oh,
this deal might not be around by then. It's the PC version.
I know.
Pressure.
So I'm gonna leave that page open for a minute, and we'll get back. We'll get back to that. I'm gonna leave my page open.
In that one.
Yeah, I yelled an explicative in the chat room when I saw that for the amount of money that I paid for that game.
Yeah.
Lethal Migraine's like, I don't get the appeal of having useless dust collectors. Well, don't ever come to my house then. My house is full of useless dust collectors.
Mine either.
Yeah, it has a ton, dude.
Yeah, I got a bunch of
and it ain't just
collectors
from video games either. Yep. I'm a sucker for those things, man. I am. He says collector's editions aren't worth the cost 100% of the time. Honestly, I would agree with you. If you looked at if you took the items involved, what it costs for them to make and everything else, then the markup on those things is tremendous. Probably what the Dishonored Mask Edition is going for right now, about a good price that it should be, $60. Probably with everything that goes into that, I guess. I can't be certain because I don't know what those prices cost or what those items cost to make. But yeah, I would agree with you that they aren't worth the cost. However,
if you can find a deal.
But no, I'm just saying here's what it costs to make this, here's what we're selling it for. Yes, you're correct. Here's the cost that we're selling it for and your satisfaction of what you're getting.
That's something else.
Again, it's your money.
That's subjective.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's your money to spend, and if it satisfies you with what you're getting, then it does. And for the time being, it satisfied me until I saw it for a cheaper price, and I'm like, man.
I remember last year I saw the GameStop had the one in Prattville by the Chick-fil-A and everything.
Yeah.
Anyways, they had Half-Life 2 Collector's Edition, which came out 05, 04, around there. Yeah. But it was a collector's edition for that for like $5.
I have that, by the way.
And I was like, nice. And so I went ahead and bought it for $5 because it comes with a T-shirt.
I was going to say it's the one that comes with a T-shirt. Yeah. I still have that. Yeah.
I got the collector's edition when it first came out. That's how I got my Half-Life 2. And so, but my shirt was, it's about 10-year-old shirt, so it's been worn.
Yeah.
So like having a new.
Mine's still in the box.
Having a new Half-Life 2 shirt, I was like, yeah, sure. So I mean, but I'll see stuff like the Max Payne 3 Collector's Edition for a pretty good price over there. Like when they first come out, it's one thing, but like give it a couple of years if you're still interested in it, and they mark the price down. Oh, why not?
Yeah. I'm just letting you something. You Kisu. I don't know. Somebody in the chat room says, "Do y'all have replays?" And we do on our YouTube channel.
Yes.
So just let them know. So here we are. This is now 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Where I've sent out a message saying that Deus Ex: Mankind Divided for PC is $20 at CD Keys. Not the most reputable of retailers, but
I haven't had an issue with them yet. And I stress the word yet. Because you never know in that first time, and you're like, I just wasted some money. But so far.
Well, I bought it, but I didn't buy it from CD Keys.
Okay.
In fact, I got it even cheaper than $20.
Really?
I posted this in our chat.
I was like half asleep at 1 in the morning.
This was not at 1 in the morning.
All right, whatever.
Because we're on Thursday now.
Okay.
So I get up, let's see, Thursday at 9 a.m. Dark Souls 3 on PS4 is $20 on Amazon. Best Buy price matched that and I actually picked up a copy. I have a copy of Dark Souls 3 now, RJ.
You gonna play with RJ?
I mean, can I play with you?
Depends on whether or not what level you get to, because I'm in the one. I think the lowest level I got for my characters is 185. So you have to be within a certain level to play with someone. No.
I'm just trying to fix my microphone there. Okay.
We've had issues with that thing all week.
Well, yeah, it's got something in the cord there. Anyway, so
Age.
yes. So that's Thursday, and what did I get? Did I get anything else on Thursday? No, I don't think I bought anything else on Thursday. I might have picked up some DVDs or something like that. Like I said, I bought some things that were on sale. As far as the store is concerned, no, didn't buy anything. Lines were way too long to wait on Thursday. I drove by and saw that there were people in line before they let everybody in, and then went back later that night.
Yeah.
And even then, some of the lines to check out were still massive.
Yeah, Best Buy wasn't too long of a wait.
Best Buy at about 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
You walk in, whatever, you're fine.
Yeah, the time I went was around a little after 6 p.m. So it wasn't that long of a wait, maybe about 10 to 15.
What did you get?
All I got was the PlayStation camera.
Okay.
I got
Good.
No, I got the PlayStation camera.
I remember you saying you wanted that.
I got the PlayStation camera. I got the definitive experience for Metal Gear Solid 5. I got that one.
Oh, good. What's
then I picked up
definitive
Metal Gear 5 with all the DLC and stuff put in there with it.
Oh. There's DLC for that game?
Well, whatever they released for it, they
yeah,
put
I'm
it
like,
on that
okay,
disc. So,
sure.
And then I picked up Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6.
Oh.
For the PS4.
Nice.
As well.
Was it like a bundle or?
No, just individual.
What were their prices? What were they running?
20. There wasn't a black buy thing. It was just like something I wanted to pick up later on because all those games I got on PS3 and older systems. So I was like, get the upgrade.
Dreamcast.
Yeah, Dreamcast. Yeah. And I also had all the DLC that I never got when I had it on the PS3. I could pick up now and have it all available with me now. So I picked it up then.
Are you gonna pick up 7?
Probably not when it comes out. Maybe much later on down the line.
I'm thinking that's one I'm definitely gonna get.
Definitely a first day.
That's to me. Yeah, I'm gonna get it, and that's gonna be a console. You know, for some strange reason, my brain certain games are console games, certain games are computer games. You know, where I want to play them in what space.
I kind of agree. I agree with you in some sense. I noticed I was buying a lot of console games this Black Friday, more than I was PC games. I also noticed that I was buying games that were just cheaper regardless of where I was getting them from, with the exception of maybe Xbox One. If they're because honestly, if they're multi-platform, if they're on sale on PS4, they're on sale on Xbox One. So I don't really have to worry about much of a choice there. I'll probably grab it on PS4, especially since it's especially if it's got a multiplayer aspect to it. I'll just go PS4 for this. In my decisions with Titanfall 2, I was reading comments online where the player base, the community for Titanfall 2 on PC was hardly there, whereas the player base on PS4 and consoles was fine anytime you go in there. There was somebody else, Nate, was posting about, I'm going to wait on the Star Wars Battlefront deal until I can get it on PC.
Yeah.
And somebody had made a comment in one of those deal threads. Somebody had asked, "Hey, how's the multiplayer? How's the community for PC?" And they're like, "It's pretty much dead on PC. Console's still running strong. Your consoles are still running strong for that community, and that's what keeps these multiplayer things going."
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Especially since it's a heavily, it is a multiplayer game.
Titanfall 2, Call of Duty, Battlefield 1.
That's what they're made for, multiplayer type games. Yeah.
Battlefield 1, those things like that, they're getting their life extended through the consoles, having people to play with, and that's really what I was looking at here in some of the decisions I was making. But here comes a deal that was on PC, and I said I'm not going to pass that up. Currently, the game is on sale on the PlayStation Store. They're having a Black Friday sale, and they're having a flash sale going on right now. You can get some really good priced games. The full season of Hitman is on the PlayStation Network Store for like $25. However, GameStop, this is now 12:30 at night. No, I'm sorry. This is 11:25 p.m. Thanksgiving night, Thursday night, and I posted in there saying, look, here's the link to GameStop's page where you can buy Hitman, the full season, on PC for $14. Right.
Yeah, which I already had, but...
I know.
Now I'm glad that someone else is playing it.
I thought it was a price mistake, but I grabbed it. And it went through immediately. You know, gave me the Steam code. Now, I've read others have had problems in getting everything processed, even to the point where their order got canceled. So I don't know why it worked for me and didn't work for them.
Do you know what'd be awesome?
What?
If it canceled your order and they gave you your money back?
Even though I've already redeemed the code.
Even though you already redeemed the code, you'd be like, free game.
Yeah. Well, so not only did they have Hitman on PC for $14, the full season, they had Rise of the Tomb Raider on PC.
Also have?
The deluxe edition.
Yeah.
With all the DLC, $14 at GameStop. GameStop was going nuts. This is 12:32, and I'm posting then the big one. The big one hit. Deus Ex Mankind Divided Digital Deluxe Edition on PC sells regularly for $90. Was on sale for $22 at GameStop. The PC version, $22, and I picked it up.
All right.
Yeah.
And that comes with the DLC and...
The Digital Deluxe Edition comes with the Season Pass.
I think the music.
Comes with everything.
Yeah.
You know, the little pre-order bonuses, everything you need for that. But $22 off of something that regularly costs $90.
That's a good one. And you haven't played that one yet, have you?
Mm-mm.
Did you play...
Yeah, I played Human Revolution.
Okay, Human Revolution.
Yeah.
I really liked Mankind Divided.
I was tempted to get the Hitman game on PSN when I saw the prices there. I was like, maybe I'll pick that up. And then, it's $15? Yeah.
Too bad, though.
Not a question.
Now with it being the full game is out, those. I wonder if they're gonna patch it to make it where the elusive targets will be, available.
I'm curious
again.
how that's gonna work. Yeah.
Because they're supposed to be like that one time. Here's this one date. If you don't make it at this one time, then you won't see Gary Busey again.
I know. I heard about those, and especially when Gary Busey popped up, I felt really bad that I wasn't there to.
And Gary Cole, he was in it too.
Well, I thought there was both of them in that.
Yeah, in that one episode, Gary Cole was like his buddy.
Uh-huh.
That he had to meet. The guy that played in Office Space as the boss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that he was the buddy that Gary Busey was supposed to be meeting. And everything, so you could assassinate both of them if you want.
No.
Well,
I was curious about that, but I'm wondering if they're going to do that.
I don't know, because I never did any of the elusive target ones.
Oh.
So I'm hoping after now that it's all done and it's all out, that they'll be like, hey, you know what? Here's just elusive target randomness.
Mm-hmm. Well, I grabbed both Hitman and Deus Ex. So here's my haul for Black Friday. The Division, Titanfall 2, Battlefield 1. I had already had Battlefield 1, but I went and I traded it in and got Dark Souls 3.
Mm-hmm.
However, I picked up Battlefield 1 on the PSN flash sale. I also had a 20% off discount code, so it knocked some more money off of that. So, again, getting it very cheap. And this was like the digital deluxe edition as well for PS4. So, Titanfall 2, Battlefield 1, Call of Duty, Dark Souls 3. I picked up a thing called Carnival Games VR on PSN. It was $10, so I grabbed it. Let's see. Final Fantasy 15 on Xbox One, ReCore on Xbox One, Hitman and Deus Ex for PC. We're looking at 9 games now. Let's go and round it out to 10 because Ratchet Clank was on sale at GameStop for $10. So I picked that up as well. So that is my haul. 10 games over the Black Friday holiday. I might be leaving some out, but I think that's it.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah, it was a good haul. It was a good run. As far as games, it was most games I bought.
Yeah, one Black Friday time frame.
It really is. Amazon dropped the ball this year.
Yeah.
They were horrible this year. Normally, I come away with like a ton of Blu-rays and stuff from them. It was bad. It was really bad.
I mean, I'm just trying to think of the stuff that's been out lately that's worth getting, though.
I know, but when you see something like, what did I pick up? I think I got Kick-Ass 2 for $3.
All right. It's about worth $3.
Yeah, because I didn't have it, and so I grabbed it for $3. And I got Batman v Superman on 4K for $10.
The extended?
Yeah. The 4K version for $10. And I picked up Tarzan in 3D for $10.
All right.
3D price at $10 is a buy, because 3Ds normally hit around 12 or 13 for Black Friday, but regularly priced, they're in like the $25-$30 range. Still a premium for 3D movies. Massive premium for the 4K stuff, which I don't even have a 4K player.
Yeah.
But when the prices go that low, it's like, let me go ahead and pick these up.
3D one that I saw that I want is like $36 for Force Awakens.
That did not receive a drop at all in any kind of price.
I wouldn't expect it.
I like the packaging on that
Yeah.
thing. I haven't opened it up, but I did like the...
Oh, you picked it up?
No. I haven't opened it up, but I saw the outside packaging. I thought it was really nice.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't actually own The Force Awakens on anything.
Oh.
I've only seen it the one time in the theater. I have not seen it since.
Okay.
So I was kind of hoping for that 3D version, so I might pick that up. We got to take a break. When we come back, we'll continue talking about our Black Friday stuff. We've also got news, sort of, not too much, but we'll talk about it. No Man's Sky. Hello Games finally broke their silence.
Yep.
And we'll talk about that as well. So more of this coming up right here on In-Game Chats. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have more of that. Here's some music from Bastion. We'll be right back. And welcome back to In-Game Chats. You know what this is, don't you, RJ?
Yeah.
What is it?
Morgenstein. Marvel vs. Capcom.
Bingo. Marvel vs. Capcom. I heard a rumor. Did you read about this rumor?
What's that?
Marvel vs. Capcom 4?
Yeah. No.
All right.
Because of how I feel about 3, I'm not really.
Maybe
I didn't really interested about it.
I say I heard 4. A rumor. I read a rumor.
Maybe if they did 4, it would be the one to turn it back around.
It's supposed to
get
like
2.
It's supposed to get announced at the PSX Capcom Cup tournament.
Yeah.
So PSX is coming up very shortly here.
Okay.
In a couple of weeks. Which means that the PlayStation Network store will have a sale on a lot of the games that are featured at PSX. They'll have another sale. So you might have a chance to get some of these games or other games at cheaper prices as well. So so that was my haul for Black Friday. There were temptations to get a PS4 Pro. There were temptations to get an Xbox One S.
There will always be those temptations.
The number one factor of not getting those consoles is that I do not have a 4K television. And there was temptation for that as well, but once that fell off the radar, I was done. The Xbox One S, though, has even more of a disadvantage with the fact that we know the Scorpio is next year. Whatever that is. Whatever Xbox has in store for us for next year with their console, something is coming.
It feels like a stopgap.
Something like that.
Yeah, just
kind of
placeholder.
Yeah. Now, and I've got to say something else, and I've got to apologize. I did some looking over the weekend. I'm not saying it's the worst. Lethal Migraine says Xbox One S is the best console on the market. S works better than the standard. I know I own both. I agree with you. I think it probably is better than the standard. Much better. I have heard nothing but good things about it, but I want it for the 4K capabilities. I do not have the television set to take advantage of those 4K capabilities. I also don't play, and again, this goes for user by user on this. I don't play as much on my Xbox One S as I do on my PS4. The other factor of that is that we know Xbox is going to be releasing another console next year, and I'm just holding out there. I feel kind of bad getting it now, and having to buy another one, next year. Hitman, by the way, is still at the same price on GameStop. I say same price. I don't mean $15. I mean it's at its regular price of $60. So there was that as far as the console temptation was concerned. I did not get it. They kept coming back up, but I said, if I'm not getting the TV, there's no point in me getting the consoles right now.
Yeah, I had some temptation as well with the Xbox One, but
what kept you from it?
Not enough games that play on it, other than Killer Instinct. I mean, I'm not really into Gears of War, Call of Duty. I'm not into those types of games, really. No, not really. I mean, outside of Killer Instinct, there's not much else on the Xbox.
And Sony's got a lockdown on the baseball
game
that you like so much.
Now, Scott, don't you have 4K Blu-rays?
I've only got a couple.
That's more than I got.
Yeah, well, I pick them up I pick them up for two reasons. Whenever the price is so low that it's perfectly fine grabbing them just to be, here, I'm ready, and I don't have to buy it. Like, what did I grab? The Ghostbusters, the one that came out this summer. They had the 4K 3D Blu, they had a massive whatever stack, but it came in a steelbook. So I grabbed it. Labyrinth 4K edition. It comes in a steelbook, so I got it. So there's a couple of reasons that I'd get those. And again, if the price is cheaper, Batman v Superman, I picked that up because it's $10. Watchmen, it was in the 4K version of Watchmen. I do not own that. Actually, I do own it in Blu-ray, the big thick director.
Yeah, that's the one.
The Ultimate Cut.
That's the one I got.
I got that one. But the digital copy that comes with it is way before the Voodoo system that we have now. And so I don't actually own it digitally. But this was, I think, $15.
Wow.
So I grabbed it, So I'll get a digital copy of it, and I'll also have a 4K version of it. What else did I pick up? I've got something else. It came with the 4K, the 3D, and everything else, and it was like 17 something, and so I grabbed it whenever it was. It all depends on price. So I mean, I have those, and I'm ready for when that happens, but I can still enjoy the movie. And a lot of the games that I'm playing right now have patches for whenever you do play them on a enhanced system like the Xbox One S or the Pro, but I can still enjoy them right now. So, I mean, I guess I'm getting prepared for it. I think next year will be the year, especially with that Scorpio system.
Yeah.
I think next year is going to be the year for this, so I should probably plan accordingly.
Have a buffer of movies already in
No,
stock.
no. Financially, plan accordingly.
I see what you mean.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Start putting away every paycheck to kind of build up to what I'll be doing next Black Friday, because I think that'll be the year that I'll do the upgrade. It seems like everything else will be going in that direction, so might as well jump on board. Prices should be cheaper than they were this year.
Yeah,
at least by a little bit. So we'll see. Basically, I asked about the Drone Temptation. Drone Temptation was strong.
I posted in the chat room. I saw the Air Hogs. They have a Millennium Falcon XL drone, quadcopter.
Oh, the big one, the $89, $90 one?
200.
Oh, was it 200? Yeah, sorry, low ball in there.
Yeah, it's $200-something.
Yeah.
I saw it at Target. And
Best Buy had it too.
The thing is,
it's massive.
Massive. It's got lights, it's got sound, and just like, I know it didn't have the radar dish and everything, but I could just say it's after Lando crashed it and Return of the Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks. I mean, I know me and my Star Wars loved them would be like, that would be fun just to fly around, at the park or something.
I'm looking at some of these really expensive drones. The 500.
Oh,
the $500
real drones.
The $800. Ones with the camera. And the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take it out to family that has some land, some really nice land that looks like crap right now because we haven't had rain in like 70 days. So a massive drought. Everything is dead and dying and brown and crisp and whatever. It's a drought. But anyway, got some land where that would look really, really nice to see it take off from and because it's got a camera attached to it.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I've seen them operated, and I'm just so tempted by those things. But it is so hard for me to get over the fact that I would probably use them 5, 6, 7 times, maybe, and then hardly ever bring them out again.
Yeah.
That's my worry. Now that could be different. I might actually
be
love
like, wow,
it.
this is a lot of fun.
Yeah, I might love the hell out of it.
Some drone chasing or racing.
These aren't racing drones that I'm looking at. These are drones that you can set them to
auto hover, and
you can set them to auto hover, focus on a target, and they will follow that target. You can set them to do a 360 follow, which means it'll follow you, but it'll also pan around you the entire time with you at the center of this.
That's way out of my price range.
Yeah, there are the ones that will, and these are the DJI Phantoms, by the way, just for anybody who does drone stuff. That's just so what you know. These will, if for whatever reason your battery dies in the remote, or for some reason a signal gets interrupted, they will follow the path that they took back to wherever they took off, and they will land themselves.
Supposedly.
Yeah. So far, I haven't really heard any problems with those, but
I saw a Kickstarter for a thing called, I think it's like the drone selfie drone, something like that. But it's like about the size of your phone case, and actually like it fits on the back of a phone case, and it slides out. So the thing's about the width of it. And it's just a small little 4
quadcopter.
Yeah, but it's for selfies. So you just like take it, and you just like it just takes off and just hovers and takes photos of you. And I'm like, oh, that'd be a cute little cheap way of doing it.
I've seen these things and I love the way they look. Now I've also been interested in some.
Are they the white ones that you're talking about?
Yeah, they're the white ones with the landing
gear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
with the camera in the center.
They have those at the BX.
Oh, I wonder what the price is.
Tax free, 600 something. Tax free.
I know, no tax.
If only you knew someone sitting next to you. Then
I know who has access to the BX. Yes. Yeah. No, it's right now. It's part of price.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, it's not the taxes. Part of it is the price, and part of it is like how much.
Don't help.
Yeah, how much use of this thing will actually get out of it. So, Drone Temptation was strong, but I did not give in. I don't know in those things. It's still up in the air as far as if that's something that'll happen. We'll see, but it's not going to happen this year. I don't know. What else? I get tempted to get anything else? Not really. There were no deals on PSVR games None. So.
It's too new.
I guess so.
Yeah.
You know, there was no deals on PS.
Of course, some places doesn't matter how new it is, they're still going to drop the price.
There were no deals on PSVR at all.
Right.
So nothing there. I saw a lot of people asking in threads. There was no deals on Watch Dogs.
Yeah,
2.
I know.
Watch Dogs 2.
2. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one I was actually looking for.
I was hoping we'd see something, and probably wouldn't be anything of great value.
Yeah.
But then again, this Black Friday has really surprised me with how more recent games have dropped massively.
Yeah, there were a few $30 games I saw at Best Buy that I was
When did
thinking
Deus
about
Ex
picking up.
Mankind Divided drop? Or go on sale? Or when was it
when
released?
it come out?
Yeah. Was it September?
Possibly.
I want to say it was September.
That sounds about right.
You know, and here I got the $90 version for $15.
Yeah.
Hitman's been releasing since March,
Yeah.
I believe. But still, for
the episode.
for the most part, the full season has always been $60. They're releasing a special edition of it in January of next year, and it'll come with a steelbook. And it's going to be around $60 or $70. But I picked that up for $15. Titanfall 2, which was released just about the last week of October, was down to $28. Battlefield 1, same thing. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare Legacy Edition was down to $45, which is amazing. Star Wars Battlefront Ultimate Edition, for regular $40, was on sale for 50% off, half price. So really, really good stuff. Yeah, Lethal Migraine says Titanfall 2 was at Walmart for $30. Exactly, it sure was. I was on sale for Best Buy last week for less than that, $26 and some change. So, what?
Oh, just that's not the drone that you're looking at, is it?
No, that's not it.
Okay,
Are you looking at the BX?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's like.
Let me show that again. Show that to me again.
There's the picture. $430.
No, go back to. Oh, that's how much it cost.
Yeah,
$4.30.
Yeah, $430.
Yeah, $430.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that. I mean, because it had the little landing gear.
Yeah, that's not the one I'm looking at though. DJI Phantom is the one I'm looking at. So.
Okay. Anyways, yeah.
And I've read reviews on it, and I've researched it, and there's things. So, but yeah, it's just not going to happen anytime soon.
Yeah.
So.
Wish list, right?
One of those things. I hope. I really hope.
I know all about that. I got my oil change on my car today, and while I was at the dealership, the Ford dealership, I saw the new 2017 Mustang.
Yep.
Convertible GTs, and I'm just like,
yeah, I know. I know the feeling.
That's my car.
I got my oil changed a couple of weeks ago as well, and I was looking at Challengers.
Yeah.
That were already.
Yeah, you're a Challenger guy. I'm
I
a
know.
Mustang guy.
I know. But they weren't really on wish list because I still look at mine and I'm like, you know what, mine's pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm
still
satisfied.
New.
Yeah.
Mine's 10 years old.
Yeah. Yeah, Lethal Migraine says, my mom's cousin's hobby is photography. He has a $7,000 drone. Seems like way too much money for a hobby, but he does take incredible pictures.
I've seen people that use the drones for video, weddings.
They're really good.
I mean, all that
weddings.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, especially for weddings.
You get the nice little, going down the aisle, then zooming up and out.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You can make money. I mean, it could
Yeah.
You do enough of those, and that'll cover the price of it.
No time.
Flight time, though, on these things is... There's none of these have or at least the DJIs that
Not
I'm looking at.
what I would want.
Flight time's 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe. 28 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that. Flight time on a single charge is like 30 minutes.
Because you have to balance, weight with batteries and.
And not just that, all the computer stuff that's going on in the thing.
Yeah.
It's got a GPS built into it and all this other stuff. So
Camera
it's
system,
doing a
flight
lot.
Systems, all that. Yeah.
Don't they make those things with solar panels or something?
No, not yet. Not yet. They probably do make some that are, but nothing yet. So there's the haul, and there was the temptation, and I didn't give in too much to anything this year.
All right.
Bought a lot more video games than I bought DVDs, which is the difference.
Unusual.
Yeah, the first difference for me. And RJ, were you done with your haul? Is that everything you got?
That's everything I got.
Yeah.
Yeah, those 4 games in a camera.
Yep.
That's it.
So I got Dark Souls 3 now, so I can get some tips from you on that whenever I get around to playing it.
I just got the Division Season Pass. That's all I got.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna pick that up. I'm gonna try and pick that up on a nice sale here once I get back to the house.
Yeah, I think you might like that that survival. man, it was fun. It drops you off. The way the survival works is.
It sounds like is it like a horde mode?
Not really horde mode, no. It's you're in a blizzard, right? In the area of Manhattan and everything. So your helicopter crashes, and you don't have your division gear, you don't have your weapons, you don't have really anything, and except for your pistol starting off. And the cold affects you, so you have to go around and you're looking for trash cans that are burning, or indoors, or there's a fire on a car set on fire. You stand next to it to warm back up, because if you're the cold goes all the way down, you start getting hypothermia that affects your health.
So it's a little bit like
what
was that?
Dead Space 3 had something like that too.
What was the Capcom game? Wasn't Dead Space? Was it
Lost Planet?
Lost Planet.
Okay.
Never played that, so maybe.
Lost Planet took place in the cold.
Yeah.
And you would all these animals you'd kill would drop these, or whatever it was. All the enemies and things you would kill would drop these heat nodes.
Yeah.
And you'd pick them up and stay warm.
Yeah. The scene in Dead Space 3 I was talking about was when your ship crashes and bits of burning wreckage would help keep your body temperature up. Yeah. Your suit was damaged. You couldn't seal all the way.
You're so also in the crash you got wounded, and so it's a timer, because you have to take some medication, or else you get sepsis and stuff like that. And that I was playing with James, and it got to be extreme sepsis shock for my character, and it was counting down, and I got down to 3 seconds left before I died. And then he finally dropped some medication for me, and that stops the timer. It doesn't cure you; it just stops the timer. Yeah. For a while, and the whole point is to get into the dark zone, and then you had to craft a signal flare, then to get out. And but I didn't make it. I died, from my wounds, but James was able to get out. But it was a lot of fun. It's you're more cautious, because you're all you have is a pistol starting off. You have to craft, higher end weapon. So if you see some bad guys, you might be like, should we risk it? Should you not? You have to fight the weather. If you get clothing, actually has a heat rating. So, you make sure that you stay warm. It was a lot of fun. You could hardly see anything from the blizzard.
Yeah.
By the way, I want to let people know that Reddit's game deals is where I found most of these.
Okay.
When you go to Reddit, or just go to Google, type in Reddit, REDDIT, I think it's 1T, and then type in game deals, and you'll see the subreddit for this. Go there, sort by new, and just keep refreshing. And that's how I found all of these great deals on these video games. In fact, I'm going to go there right now and do a quick check to see what might be available. I say a quick check, but things are loading very, very slowly for me at the moment.
2 Ds.
No, I knew it was 2 Ds. I didn't know if it was 2 Ts.
Oh.
So
they said 2 Ds. For a double dose of Redditing fun.
Yes. And let's go to game deals. We're on our way. I'm also using Slick Deals to check what was also available, which I see nothing.
No.
Legend of Zelda Art and Artifacts hardcover book. You can pre-order it for $15.50 at Amazon right now. All right, we're at game deals. Let's hit up new deals and see if we've got anything new. Battlefield 1 PC is $30 at Best Buy. Redbox, if you have a Redbox that is selling pre-used games, huh?
$18.99.
$18.99 for Doom, yeah.
That's a fun game.
Let's see. I don't see anything else that really sticks out at the moment.
Yeah. Or if you're in the United Kingdom, Doom for $13.19 quid, which isn't that bad.
Steam, by the way.
Steam key. Yeah.
PC version. So there you go. We're going to take another break. When we come back, we're going to hit some of the news items that came up. We have Hello Games talking about No Man's Sky, picking an interesting weekend to do that on when people would be out of town and not really paying attention much. They thought they would talk about this. It's very interesting. I honestly look at that as like a political thing, man.
Yeah, quick, nobody's really around. It's like, let's get it out there.
Every Friday afternoon around 5, let's drop this news out there to the folks so that they've got the weekend.
No, they're just trying to be slick.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mean to sound like I'm putting on the tinfoil hat, saying that it's a conspiracy. They're trying to avoid conflict, but
yeah,
you wait until Thanksgiving weekend in the States to throw this news out there. It seems like that might have been planned. I don't know. We'll talk about that. And we'll talk about the really cool games that are coming for Games with Gold on Xbox One for December. We will talk about those and
we don't
more.
know anything about the PS4 yet, do we?
No, we don't.
Wow.
They don't usually reveal those until the day before the new month or whatever. So, anyway, all that is coming up next on In-Game Chat. We'll be right back. In the meantime, here is music from... We're going back to it's our NES Classic music today. Here's Batman. We'll be right back. Welcome back to In-Game Chats. Music from EVE Online. I need to try out their VR. EVE Valkyrie. That was the game that impressed me with Oculus Rift. Whenever I played a lot of EVE Valkyrie with Oculus Rift. Every time I would go to a convention, PAX or E3, there would be the new model of Rift, but still playing EVE Valkyrie on it.
Yeah.
So I got very familiar with that game. Favorite was at PAX South, the very first year they did PAX South. So not this past year, but the last year. They had the HOTAS.
Ooh.
And the Rift all set up, and it was...
It's the way to do it.
Oh, God, it was fantastic.
That's the way to do it.
Yes. But that's also available for PSVR. No sales on that stuff at all. So, anyway, final segment of the show here. No Man's Sky, Hello Games, released an update, or not even an update to the game, just an update for everybody. They had been silent since the game's release. They've said nothing.
Yeah. Since
the game's release and has taken a hit multiple times on countless accusations of misleading its audience or misleading the consumer, lying, all sorts of stuff. They finally decided to say something. They wanted to confirm the details of the first major content update. It'll add a base building element. The patch will be called the Foundation Update to reflect both its construction element and the fact that it is putting in place a foundation for things to come. The studio didn't confirm the full patch notes or when the patch would be released, other than it would be soon. But the fact it's even prepared to confirm its existence is significant after a long and controversial period of silence. The Foundation Update announcement does point out that the game has received 7 patches since it's been released, but the community has long demanded more significant changes. Still, Sean Murray has said nothing. about this. This was just a... Yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
What goes on with that. That game, by the way, could be had for $25, I think, on Black Friday, and I still didn't buy it. That's gonna be my. That's gonna be my.
Say who would buy it.
That's gonna be my Duke Nukem. Here it is for $1. I'm still gonna pass.
Which I actually bought eventually for like $2.
Duke Nukem.
Duke Nukem Forever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I played like about 5 minutes of it and be like, nope, let's uninstall that.
Wow.
By the way, new update. This was updated about a minute ago at Game Deals on Reddit. Doom Online PC is being sold for $19 at Amazon right now. $19.
If you haven't played that one, it's definitely worth it.
So the games with gold for December for you Xbox gamers out there. If you've got a gold membership for Xbox One, you will get Outlast and Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition. Yeah, you'll get that for free.
That was a really, really good game.
Yeah,
still haven't played it yet. Bought it, but I haven't played it yet.
On the Xbox 360 side, you'll get a game called Outland. I remember
vaguely.
I remember some of this. You'd have to Google it to really show you. But Outland's going to be on the 360, which means it's backward compatible to the Xbox One, so you can play it there. The other game you're going to get free is one that has been asked for by a lot of people.
Yeah,
has been rumored to be getting backwards compatibility, and obviously it is now confirmed that it will have backwards compatibility and it will be free during the Games with Gold program in December. That game, with all the DLC, is Burnout Paradise.
Oh,
I know.
Now, all the DLC?
All the DLC.
Because I bought it on the big box or whatever.
Wait, let me back up.
Okay.
All the DLC will be backwards compatible. You won't be getting all the DLC with it.
Oh.
Yeah. You're getting the game, but you won't get all the DLC with it.
That's something different.
Which is exactly it's exactly how Red Dead Redemption worked, I guess. You got the game. Well, it was never free, was it? It just went backwards compatible. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I bought the Burnout Paradise big box on PC for Steam, right? Which came with all the the stuff, but the stuff that it didn't come with, like the movie cars. Right, so I don't have the Flying DeLorean.
Yeah,
and I can't get that anywhere on the PC. I don't have Big Sur Island.
I think you'll be able to get it.
So, man, if you could get the Flying DeLorean, and because I also had like the Knight Rider car, I think Ghostbusters.
I think they'll be available to buy.
Really, because I can't buy that stuff on the PC.
No, you can't. No,
which really grinds my gears.
You can't buy it on the PC, but you also don't have an Xbox One.
No.
Yeah. So, which, by the way, Black Friday, perfect opportunity to get some because they were dropping the prices on those things, man. So they were available if you were interested at all.
I am. It's just finances.
I understand. They'll be cheaper again next year.
They will.
We don't have anything coming out. The only thing that I think we've got coming out this week is going to be Final Fantasy 15. Final Fantasy 15 comes out on the 29th, December 2nd, which I believe is Friday. Gravity Rush 2 for the PS4.
I like Gravity Rush. That was a fun...
I'm very interested in it. Somebody showed me the flying mechanic, and I was like, ooh.
Is it going to be on the Vita as well?
Nope. Just the PS4. Yeah.
Lesai.
Then there is Steep.
Yeah.
The mountain game from Ubisoft.
Ubisoft.
Yeah.
That'll be
I
out.
heard there was a beta.
There was a beta. There was an open beta
earlier. Yeah. I missed that one though.
The wingsuit looks like fun.
It was fun in SSX as well.
That a wingsuit?
In SSX, yeah.
Oh.
And then, of course, week after next, Last Guardian and Dead Rising 4.
Ooh, I'm just kidding. Last Guardian.
Yeah, Last Guardian. And Dead
although
Rising 4.
as much as I like Dead Rising 1 and 2, and I still haven't picked up 3.
Yeah.
Yakuza 6 on the 8th.
Oh, all right. There's a strange, fun, strange series.
Yeah.
That's strange.
Strange, but fun. But
yes.
The key word there is fun. Yeah.
Yes. and strange because it's weird at times.
I've talked about Lethal Migraine since I played the Steep beta. After 20 minutes, I deleted it. They forgot the fun.
Oh, that's a shame.
I played a little bit of it at PAX, and
I hate it when games forget the fun.
It wasn't too good. I didn't have too good of a time with it.
Well, that's a shame.
That is a shame.
You picked up Planet Coaster, right?
I did. I haven't done much with it, but I did pick it up.
Oh man, I've seen some videos on that, and it is. Oh man, that's looking at like. I can't tell you how many times my mouse was just like hovering over the "Buy Me Now, you fool."
Yeah, but I'm playing the career mode, and I've read a lot of reviews now that are saying, "Look, you need to don't let the career mode scare you off. Don't let other aspects of this game scare you off, because when you really get into the meat and potatoes of this thing, it's fantastic, and it feels a lot like City Skylines."
Okay.
You know, it feels like these people who own these franchises are forgetting how to make these franchises. EA dropped the ball with SimCity, so this little indie company comes up and does City Skylines and picks it right up and does wonders with it.
Yeah.
Here is, and I know that Frontier is not necessarily an indie company. I mean, they're doing quite well, but they lost the franchise of Roller Coaster Tycoon to Atari, who's had it forever. And here it is, they're trying to do Roller Coaster Tycoon World, and again, they're dropping the ball, and this other company's coming out, like, here's ours, picked it right back up.
Kotaku had an article about some of the really good ones, and like just seeing some of those coasters and just the things that you could do. Oh man, it looks. Ooh.
I really need to get back into it. So yeah.
And I think the Steam Workshop is available for that, right?
Yes.
So you could
somebody's already got a Star Wars park.
I saw.
Yes.
I saw.
Somebody's already got a Hogwarts park. A Star Wars park. Give me DuckTales.
Quote unquote Disney. A Duckburg.
I know. I want a Duckburg. That's what I wanted for City Skylines. I wanted me a Duckburg. So.
That actually, that would be fun to do.
Yeah.
Being chased around by the Beagle Boys.
I would. It's just something I would still like. So
yeah, no, I could see a lot of fun in that.
And I'm sure somebody can build those things. Steam Workshop is going nuts for that game. So yeah, I'm a big fan of that game. I've got look. I bought 10 games this week. My backlog is massive
just got bigger.
Right now. That doesn't count Dishonored 2, which I have not put much time in. Although I've heard things about Dishonored 2 on PC.
On the PCs, yeah. That's why I'm waiting for the patch.
I just read an article where somebody had said that, not necessarily their review, I don't know who they talked to, but they said that Dishonored 2 had no right to be released in that state. It is not Batman Arkham Knight bad.
No, but I mean that's.
But given
how close to it,
given their standard of what they've done before, this is a bad release.
Well, I mean, PC. Look at what Rocksteady's done before. This seems to be a common thread, unfortunately. PC just not.
This isn't Rocksteady.
No, but Rocksteady with the Batman, like what they did before with the Batman games, and then.
But they were fine with before in the Batman games.
Yeah, but then they did Arkham Knight and just like
and dropped the ball.
Yeah, same with the Dishonored. But it's like a common refrain that the PC's been just like, we'll focus on the consoles and we'll just release a buggy mess for the PC. And
that's what they said about
under the guise of we'll patch it later. We'll let's just get it out the door.
They said the effort was put into the console.
Yeah, we'll just get this out the door so people can buy it, and eventually we'll make it playable.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
We want to hit the release date, and we'll just fix anything later, like you said. Yeah.
It's the wrong way to do it, in my opinion.
But then again, didn't we talk about this before? Like the lesser of two evils: miss the release date, or put it out on time and fix it later.
Miss the release date.
Yeah.
I'd rather be like, oh man, I have to wait a little bit longer, but at least it'll be playable. Than like you get it, because either way, it's non-playable. For the most part. So whether you're waiting because it's not out or you're waiting for the patch, it's still you're waiting. And one of them just makes you more grumpy. Yeah. Well, at least it does to me than the other.
Let me think about this. When's the last time you put a game on your console or PC and the first thing it does is says patch is downloading? When's the last time you didn't see that happen?
I was going to say, I could tell you the last time I didn't see that happen better than I can tell you the last time it actually did happen. Last time I didn't see that happen,
Day one patches, man.
Well, it'd probably be a digital game that I bought from their store.
Yeah.
And the only reason I didn't see that happen is because it's probably already built into the download.
Right.
They're really not anything I could think of. Civ 6 comes to mind maybe, but that was not console. That was PC.
That was PC. Yeah.
I can't think of anything. Really.
I think the last I think every console game I bought, the last 5, 6 I've played, every one of them had patch.
As soon as you're like, oh sweet, let's get in it. Yep.
Let's get patch.
Download the patch.
Patch. Yeah. So
they gotta get it. They gotta hit those deadlines.
Gotta hit the deadlines.
They've got to hit those deadlines. So.
But it's a shame because you look at how it. I hate to go in the Wayback Machine, but how it used to be.
Yeah, go ahead.
But back in late 90s, early 2000s, you'd have a studio, like a dev team of like 13 people, right? And they'd release Deus Ex, or they would release, the Tomb Raider, or these classic, games that just were amazing, But it was like nowadays it'd be considered a skeleton crew or indie crew, But now you have like hundreds of people working on a game. It costs way more money to make, and it's buggy. I mean, what? Like, just how many people worked on the original Doom?
Well, from the time that they have to, so they've got to meet a deadline for release, right? We're talking consoles here.
Yeah.
Let's not talk PCs. Let's talk consoles, because a PC-only game has a deadline of the release date.
Yeah.
Console games have a deadline of manufacturing. When these games have to go into mass production to make their ship dates. So while the release date may be on whatever day that is, you've got to back that up a couple of weeks, so maybe more.
Produce the disc.
So that they can actually mass produce the disc and get the stock ready for that release date. So their version 1 of that game's got to be ready far further before the release date of that actual game. Once it does go gold and they start mass producing the discs, the team's still working on what's going to be the patch.
Yeah.
Ironing out bugs and everything else, because they already know these things are in here. People are still testing the game and finding things. Everything is done right up to the minute. I worked at and just to relay that, I worked at a movie theater not far over here. It's closed now. Windsong, old one.
Yeah.
The big one.
I
worked over there. In fact, actually, I was working at the mall theater and got called over to help at that one because they were doing the renovations where they were inputting the stadium seating, because stadium seating was a big thing at the time. So
was that the one by Montgomery Mall?
What?
Windsong?
No, that was You're right. You're right. It's across the street.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
So I was at the other mall theater, and it was coming up on their November rush. The movies that were being released, and I remember these, were End of Days with Schwarzenegger, and Toy Story 2. So those movies were going to get released the very next day, and they were still doing renovations. We were still putting in carpet. We were still screwing seats in at the theater, and these things were getting released the next day. The next morning, people came in early to put in carpet because they were still doing these things by theater. They had made it efficient in the sense that let's find the theater that's going to have the first release. Let's make sure that one's ready to go. Once we got that one done, let's move to the theater that's going to have the next showtime, and let's go with that one, and then let's just keep going. And I mean, even that day, they were still putting in chairs, carpet, lights, everything for the theater. And games are no different. Console gaming is no different. Right up until they go gold, they're still working on it. And then after that, they're working on the patch to fill in that gap that they didn't get a chance to work on up to release date. So, which is fine if they can release a press release saying that, hey, you're going to get a day one patch on this to fix some bugs and everything else. I really don't mind the patches.
I think you should almost just expect a day one patch release.
Well, but there are people who rely on, there are people who have data caps.
Yeah.
And all sorts of things.
Bad internet connections or even no internet.
That really hurt this situation. Although if you have no internet, I feel sorry about the bugs that you're going to run into, but as far as the multiplayer side of things, you wouldn't be really worried about much of it anyway.
Yeah.
If you have no internet, you can't play multiplayer games. A lot of patches are the multiplayer aspect of things. Some, though, are during the single player or, in the main campaign of the game. So
Yeah,
it's
fighting games, especially balance issues, tweaks here and there, keeping it balanced as they can throughout the game's iteration.
Yeah.
If you don't have internet for that, you can't play the current patch, and the current patch is always going to be at the tournament you're practicing for. So that's going to be a problem.
Oh yeah, your fighting game stuff.
Yeah.
Ugh. Don't even want to get into that. Especially out of the stuff that you've told me about how people count pixels and move times and all this other
stuff. Frame animation.
Mm-hmm. That's some stuff. Anyway, there was not much news though as far as this week was concerned. There was just a bunch of Black Friday good game deals going on out there, and hopefully everybody got what they wanted and was able to get what they wanted. I was surprised with how much I actually did get, but whenever a good deal came up on a game that I was interested in, the two games that didn't have a deal that I was actually interested in, Rainbow Six Siege, there were deals, but there weren't anything that I was ready to jump on.
Yeah.
I think the Reddit had it for like 19.
Yeah, Lethal Migraine posted that it was for, and that's the console version. I might be interested in that. I don't know. I don't know where the player base is, because I think because I think the Division still holds up on PC, and I think Rainbow Six Siege probably actually holds up on PC. I just don't know if I want it or not.
I just need to know where, I need more people that I know on it. I just don't want to pick up.
Right, which I think with a sale you would actually get that, because if I had posted in our G chat saying that, hey, Rainbow Six Siege is down to $9 right now for the PC game.
Oh yeah, then
we'd all jump on it and we got a group to play with. So I mean, I understand how that works, but it never did that. And then Watch Dogs 2 was the other one. Both, by the way, Ubisoft games. Oddly enough.
Yeah.
Watch Dogs 2 was the other one that I did not see. And again, a lot of people were like, well, the game just released, but I could say that about a bunch of these games that had massive discounts.
Titanfall 2.
Well, Final Fantasy 15 hasn't even released, and it was down to $35.
That's, okay, that one wins.
Yeah. You haven't even released your game, and you're down to $35. It was only on the Xbox One. But still, for that kind of price drop. And why? I'm really curious about that. It wasn't a price mistake.
Yeah.
Because the next morning, they ran out of stock overnight, but the next morning, Newegg had it for the Xbox One at that same price, and then they ran out of stock. So,
Has it got you concerned?
it makes me. I'm just wondering, why did Microsoft do that? Or do they look at pre-order numbers and say, "Look, this is a massive game,
and our
pre-order numbers are really low on this. Let's do a discount," because this was not done on the PlayStation Network or PS4.
Yeah, you said only on.
It was
Xbox.
only on Xbox One that I saw the price drop like this. PlayStation never did. And there's a lot of people who said, I'm going to stick with PlayStation because it is Final Fantasy and there's an attachment of Sony and Final Fantasy titles.
Yeah.
There's an attachment there. But I didn't care at this price. I was like, grab it.
Yeah.
It really didn't bother me at this price, but I'm just curious as to what the motivation was behind dropping the price on this yet-to-be-released game. So much, so almost half, $35 for a $60 game. I don't know what the deal was. I don't know what the situation was, why they did that. I'm very curious. But anyway, curiosity is done because we have got to go. We need to wrap up. Thanks, everybody, for joining us in the chat room, as well as everybody listening on the stream. By the way, the people in the chat room are, as it loads, we've got Lavos, Nathan92, AC Wraith, Badger Dash, basically a Lethal Migraine, Nuclear Fire, and Raspy Salamander, who was not here last week. As I always take note of the names. And Raspy Salamander is one of my favorites.
Yep.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us in the chat room and everybody listening on the stream and on the radio. Thanks to everybody who grabs us each week from iTunes and however you get our show for later use. We do appreciate that. Go to ingamechat.net. You can join us on Twitter, Facebook, our forums at colonyofgamers.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you're on Steam, we've got a Steam group that you can join up with over there and play games with us and other listeners. Thank you, everyone. Have a great week. Might have some news about giving away some Loot Crate stuff for the month of December.
Ooh,
I will confer with the fellas and maybe make an announcement next week on this. We will see you next Saturday. Here's music from Medal of Honor.